In today's video, I'm going to be giving you the ultimate and the most best ad strategy that you can use in 2020 for Facebook. Now, I know that's a bold claim, but wait there a second. I'm going to be giving you an ad strategy that I've been using since Q4 and my other students have been using to generate over hundreds of thousands of dollars, but it doesn't just stop there. This ad strategy is going to combine in one all of my most greatest strategies I've ever used for the last 4 years in one CBO campaign. So for example, you're going to be doing no interest targeting, you're going to be doing expand interest targeting, you're going to be doing so many dynamic things in this campaign that nobody's ever shared on Facebook before, nobody's ever shared this on YouTube before. This is unique content to this channel as always, so make sure that you support the channel and you join the family, because when I say this, guys, I'm not just saying it, this is the most ultimate, most powerful Facebook ad strategy you will hear in 2020. And if you hear anybody else saying this now, you know exactly where they've got the information from, because trust me when I say this, this is one of the most powerfulest things you'll ever hear in dropshipping in 2020. Now, before I get into the content and show you live step-by-step how to create this campaign and show you the requirements you're going to need, make sure that you enter the giveaway where you can either win 100 winning products or win a 15-minute consultation call with me. Now, the previous winner on the last giveaway will be on the screen. Now, all you need to do to redeem your giveaway, which was 100 winning products, is just DM me on Instagram. This is my Instagram account, and I will give you those winning product lists. Now, let's just get straight into the content and let's get straight into this unlimited, powerful, dynamic range Facebook ad.
It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
So guys, let's get straight into the dynamic ultimate Facebook ad strategy. So let's talk about the requirements that you're going to need for this strategy so you know exactly what you need to do before starting to create the campaigns live with me. So the first thing you're going to need is you're going to need one video ad for your product. The next thing you're going to need is 6 thumbnails. Now I'll put an example of a thumbnail on the screen so you exactly know what to do and what to make. So you need 6 of those thumbnails. The next thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to make 6 ad headlines. So make sure that you've got 6 ad headlines, because if you don't, this won't work effective. The next thing you need is 1 long ad copy. So you've probably never heard about a long ad copy. Don't worry, I'm going to show you guys an example that I've made for you guys, and you're going to know exactly how to structure a long ad copy. Now, before I actually move on, I just want to explain why a long ad copy is so important. Now, with 2020, Facebook wants you to build connections with your consumers and your audience. Now, the only way you're going to be able to do that more effectively is by building long ad copies, because obviously you're explaining things more and you're storytelling more. That way you're building relationships. So long ad copies will lower your CPMs, and they'll also increase your ad score, and they'll also increase your ad reach. So that's the reason why we're doing it, guys. So again, hidden gems that I'm going to be giving you today. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to want to have a budget between $500 and $1,000. Obviously, the more you have, the better, but they are the minimum requirements, and they are exactly what you need for this strategy. So let me move on to a little bit more in depth exactly what you're going to need. So guys, I'm actually going to be giving you my ad headline examples in today's video, and like I said, I'm going to be building these campaigns with you as well. So before I actually build those campaigns, let me tell you and let me show you my ad headlines. So this is the product that I'm going to be using as the example. This was the product in my last video, which is the top 30 products in January. So I'm actually going to show you exactly with a product that I'm recommending how to do a campaign for it. So the actual headlines I've made for that product is: number 1, kids can't get enough, with a cat emoji at the front. The next one is kids love this, with a love heart emoji at the start. Keep the kids entertained, with a star eye emoji at the start. And then the next ad headline is moms and dads need to see this, with an eye emoji at the start. And then the next one is make the kids dreams come true, with a star emoji. And then the last ad headline is no more boredom for kids, with a tick, a green tick. So they're the 6 ad headlines that I said you need, and they're my examples. Now, the ad headlines are the short text you put in your ad to capture your attention. And like I said, don't worry, I'm going to be showing you this all live when I build the ads with you guys. But there are my examples. You can take some inspiration from it. You can take some ideas of what I've done there with my ad headline. So let's move on to what the ad copy is and how to design a long ad copy, because that is the way forward in 2020. So this is my long ad copy example. Now, you really want to listen to this and you want to take notes. Now, the actual document that I'm reading off, and you can see on the screen, will be in the link in the description below as well. Now, I just want to say, do take notes, because the way I've structured this long ad copy is actually very clever, and it's very psychological psychology friendly in terms of getting people into a buying state, so they want to feel like they want to buy straight away. So let's start it off. So we are sure you love keeping your kids happy and entertained. Don't worry about them being unhappy and bored anymore. So that's the start of the ad copy. Now the first 3 lines are the first 3 things that people are going to see when they see your ad on Facebook, and then after that they have to click the see more button. So you have to make sure that your first 3 lines of your ad copy are super catchy but not clickbait, but also give out some form of kind of cliffhanger effect where they're thinking, you know what, I want to see what the see more reveals and what it tells me. Now the next thing is our 208 art set for kids is designed so you can keep your kids entertained all day, keeping a smile on their precious face. So what I've done is I told them exactly how the product can keep their kids entertained, and then I also finished it off with saying their precious face. So I'm talking as a gentle parent. So as you can tell, I'm actually reading this and I'm actually designed this so it sounds like I'm actually talking from a parent's point of view. That way you can connect with my audience a lot better. The next thing as I've put here is, here at your business name, we were founded with the intent to offer the ultimate solution to kids' boredom. So what I've put there is I've put the reason why we established our company. So I've put here at your business name, so whatever your business name is, you're going to put it there. We were founded with the intent to offer the solution to kids' boredom. So I'm telling them the reason why we made the company. That way they'll understand why you're even a company, and people want to know why you started a company and what's the reasons why. That way they can buy into you as a company, because you have to remember, people buy into you before they buy into what you're selling them. So that's what we're doing there. The next thing is, as a parent, I always got upset and frustrated in the day when my kids would look sad and complain about being bored. So I decided to start a business to solve a mass parent problem. So guess what I've done there, guys? I'm actually talking as a parent. So I've said me as a parent. Now guess what, I'm not a parent, guys, but I'm pretending like I am. As a parent, I always got upset and frustrated in the day when my kids would look sad and complain about being bored. So I decided to start the company, then you want to put your business name, to solve a mass parent problem. So you can see, guys, the way this ad copy has been structured is very clever. It's getting people in that state where they think, oh my God, I can resonate with this person, I understand it. So the biggest thing you can take away from this is that we're not looking like a company, we're not looking like a seller, we're looking like somebody that's their friend. So we're not coming across as a hard sell, we're coming across as more of a friendly approach, and that's exactly what you want to do, guys. Now we finish off the ad copy by saying you can shop here for the ultimate kids boredom solution, and then you're going to want to put your product URL. Then we go on to say, now we know the price is important. Normally we charge $44.99. You're obviously going to put whatever your original price was, but because we want all parents to keep their kids happy and entertained, we have reduced the price to $24.99. So we're saying to them, look, we know price is a problem here. We know that if the price isn't good, you're not going to buy from us. So straight away, we've kind of pinpointed one of their problems. Now, the thing that I've learned about sales, because I've been doing sales for so long now, is always kind of approach their problems and what they're thinking, because if you don't approach what they're thinking in their head, then it's actually going to make it worse. It's actually going to make it worse and not actually going to buy from you. So I've actually just said, look, we know price is a thing here. If the price isn't good, you're not going to buy it. So we've mentioned that, and we've mentioned the reason why we've reduced it to half price. The next thing is, this is a massive 50% discount on your order. Redeem exclusive offer here. Then you're going to want to put your URL there. If you have any questions, please do not hold back to comment below, message us on Facebook or email, and then you're going to want to put your info at your business email. So the next thing I've done there is I've left them with, okay, I don't need to be worried about them not responding to me. You're asking them to comment on the comment section of your Facebook ad. That way, if people comment on your Facebook ad, that's more engagement. So we're being very clever here. We're saying if you've got a problem or you've got any questions, put them in the Facebook comments instead of trying to email us, because that way, if they comment more on your Facebook post, it's more engagement and Facebook's going to push that to more people. So what we've done there is very, very clever. Then we finished off by saying thanks and then your business name. So you guys can tell straight away, this is going to look way more professional than those spammy dropshipping ad copies that you normally see and you normally write. This is by far one of the most professional ad copies you'll see for 2020. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed that ad copy and I hope you've took some inspiration and some notes. Now we're going to actually move on to the Facebook ad setup. I'm going to explain exactly what we're going to be doing, and then we're going to be doing it together in the ads manager and the business manager together. So guys, we're going to get straight into building this campaign and teaching you how to do the ultimate Facebook ad strategy for 2020. So we're going to start off by using a CBO campaign, which stands for campaign budget optimization. We're going to be using purchase as the objective. We're going to make the campaign daily budget budget between $50 or $100 depending on your budget. As I've got a higher budget, I can spend $100 a day. If you've got a low budget, go for $50 a day. And we're going to be putting 6 ad sets inside of this campaign, CBO campaign. Now let me explain how ad set 1 is going to be. Now this might sound very familiar to you, but don't worry, when we get into ad set 3, 4 and 5 and 6, it's going to be very different to what you already know. But just follow along, guys, it's very important, and I can explain exactly why we're going to be doing it as followed. So ad set 1 is going to be for ePacket countries. The age groups is going to be 21 to 65, gender both, languages English all, detailed targeting, one interest per ad set. For ad set 1, the reason why you're going to want to be doing 1 interest is because if you put multiple interests inside of an ad set, when you go to narrowing it down and scaling it, you don't actually get the actual correct information, because if you put 2 different interests inside of that ad set, when you go to break it down by country or age, you won't know what actually worked best for each with each interest, because you put them both together. It's hard to kind of work out which one's best for which one. So if you put 1 interest in, then you're going to get the better readings to understand what's working well for it. Then we're going to want to make sure that our potential reaches between 2 million and 50 million. Now the closer we can get it to 50 million, the better. Now you might be thinking, Cam, I've been taught 50 million or higher is too high, or even above 10 million is too high. Now in 2020, that's different. The higher you can get your potential reach, the better it's going to be for you in the long term, because when you scale a winning ad set, if it's only got 20 million, or if it's only got 2 million as a potential reach, when you scale it horizontally, vertically, or increase the budget, Facebook's going to go through that audience very quick, which means you're not going to scale it for a long period of time. Now we're going to want to make sure that we use Facebook suggestions or nerdy solutions for helping us when we pick our interests, but just make sure that you're picking interests that are related to your product. So for example, I'm doing a kids product, so I'm going to target mothers and mother cares. That's just an example, but don't worry guys, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do this step by step anyway. Now the next thing you're going to do is you want to untick the expand interest box. You're going to want to make the placements auto placements. Auto placements are basically Facebook deciding what's working best for you, and then we're going to dive inside of the creative, which is the ad, and we're going to use the first creative for our ad, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do the first ad set and the first ad right now in the ads manager. You guys can see I'm in the ads manager, and you're going to want to hit the conversion button, and you're going to want to scroll down and call the campaign name CBO, which stands for campaign budget optimization. Your product name, which is 208 art set, and then WC, which stands for website conversion. Daily budget is £100 for me because I've got a higher budget, and then that's exactly how to set up the campaign. Then you want to go into the ad set level, and you want to call your ad set whatever interest you use. So I'm using mother care, and then I'm using ePacket in the name because we're targeting ePacket, and then I'm calling it broad because we're doing broad targeting to start off with. Obviously when you narrow it down, you can obviously then change the ad set name to narrow down or something, but for now it's very important that you call your ad sets a real good name, because if you don't name your ad sets properly, when it comes to scaling, you're going to get confused and you're going to lose a lot of money. So we're going to choose the conversion event to purchase. We're going to add the locations as ePacket. The easiest way to do this is go add locations in bulk, go to countries, and then basically paste the ones from Google when you Google ePacket countries in there, and then click match locations. Change the age to 21 to 65, and then you're going to change the genders to all, and then in detailed targeting you can see I've targeted mother care, and then I've unticked the expand interest box. Languages, we're doing English all because obviously we want to make sure that we target only English speaking countries, and then we've changed the placements to auto placements, and then that's the actual ad set done. That's as simple as that. And then in terms of the ad level, this is where we're going to want to enter the first creative. So call the ad name creative 1, because it's very important that you name them creative 1, because when you come to working out which creatives are working the best, if you don't change the names, you're never going to know which one performed the best. So you're going to scroll down, and you're going to want to add your video in here, so make sure you click upload video, and then you're going to want to go edit. It says edit image here, but when you do it, it's going to say edit video. Click edit video, and then go to where it says thumbnail, click upload thumbnail, and then upload your first thumbnail. You should have 6 thumbnails, guys, so upload your first thumbnail, and then we can move on to the where it says primary text. You're going to want to copy and paste your long ad copy in here, and then where it says headline, you're going to want to paste your first headline in here. Remember, we've made 5 headlines, so your first headline is going to be in here. Then you're going to want to put your website URL, product page URL in there. Then you're going to want to change it to shop now, and then you can click confirm. Once you've clicked confirm, it's going to publish, and then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into the ad set level and duplicate the ad set 5 times. So in total you should have 6 ad sets. So let me go back into the Google Docs sheet and explain how to do ad set 2. So guys, ad set 2 is very simple. In the ad set level, we're just changing the interest. So I'm going to scroll back down, I'm going to go to where it says mother care, I'm going to click suggestions, I'm going to change it to mamas and papas, and I'm going to delete mother care because that's the one on the first ad set, and you can see 10 million's potential reach, so that's fine. And then I'm going to change this to mamas and papas, so and then that's that one done. And then in the ad level, all you're going to change is the thumbnail. So you're going to go back to where it says edit video, change thumbnail, and then upload thumbnail number 2, and then you're going to change the headline to headline number 2. So remember when I read out those 6 different headlines, you're going to want to change this one now to your next headline. So guys, that's literally how ad set 2 works. All you're doing in ad set 2, like I just covered just then, is you're changing the interest, and then in the ad level you're just changing the thumbnail and the ad and the headline of the ad. They're the only 2 things you're changing in ad set 2 and ad 2. Let me just cover that again. So in ad set 2, you're changing the interest, and then in the ad level of ad set 2, you're just changing the headline of the ad and the thumbnail. So that's how to do that part. Now let's move on to ad set 3 and ad 3. So in ad set 3, we're targeting the top 5 countries: the UK, the US, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada. We're doing the age 21 to 65, gender both, languages English all. We're doing no interest targeting. Now the reason why we do no interest targeting is because Facebook's got very good now, where they can work out exactly who your target audience is within a few days. So like 3 or 4 days, they can work out pretty much who your ideal customers are, and then they can start working through it. And obviously with no interest targeting, it goes back to what I was saying before, because it's such a broad audience. If you can find an ad set that's winning with no interest targeting, your scalability can be potentially huge, and that's the reason why I love doing no interest targeting. Then we do placements as Facebook feeds and Instagram feeds only. So we're not doing auto placements on this one, guys. We're only doing Facebook feeds and Instagram feeds. And then in ad 3, we're changing again just the headline and just the thumbnail. So let me just quickly go back in the ads manager and show you this very quickly. So guys, I'm going to show you exactly how to do ad set 3 and ad 3 live on the ads manager. So add this the ad set name, you're going to call it top 5 no interest targeting. So that's what the ad set name is going to be. And then you're going to scroll down, use purchase again, change the countries to the top 5, so you can see now that only the top 5 are in that box. And then you're going to scroll down and you're going to want to do no interest targeting with age 21 to 65, English all, edit placements. You can see I've only got Facebook and Instagram, and I've only got Facebook feeds and Instagram feeds ticked. And then you're going to want to scroll down, and then you're going to want to go into the ad level, and you're going to want to change the ad name to creative 3. And then you're going to want to scroll down, and you're going to want to change the thumbnail for the video again to the 3rd thumbnail that you should have. And then you're going to want to change the headline to the 3rd headline that you have. And that's how you're going to do ad set 3 and ad 3. So guys, let me explain how to do ad set 4 and ad 4. Now this one's very simple again. Ad set 4 is just a repeat, so just duplicate ad set 3 in the ad set level, and then the only thing you're changing in ad set 4 is nothing. So you're not actually changing anything in the ad set level. The only thing you're changing is the ad level of ad set 4. So all you're going to change in ad set 4 ad level is you're just changing the thumbnail again, and the ad name to creative 4, the thumbnail, and the ad headline. So let me just repeat that. Ad set 4 is just a repeat of ad set 3. The only thing you're changing is the ad level, and inside the ad level you're changing the ad name to creative 4, you're changing the thumbnail to the thumbnail 4 that you should have, and you're changing the headline to headline number 4 that you should have. And that's how to do ad set 4 and ad 4. Now let me cover how to do ad set 5 and ad 5. Now this one's different again. So the location is going to be top 5, age 21 to 65, gender both, and you're going to want to do English all, detailed targeting, tick the expand interest box, use 1 interest per ad set. Now it doesn't actually matter what the reach is because you're expanding the interest box, so the actual reach doesn't matter. So let me just delete that out of there just to clarify that the reach does not matter now, guys. The only thing that matters is making sure that the tick expand interest box is there. That way Facebook will basically expand what interest you put in there, and they'll kind of broaden it a little bit and see what else they can find within that interest you've entered in. What basically expand interest is, let's say you put mother care in there, they're going to find other things that they can expand that off and then give you audiences based off that. So it can actually work really, really well sometimes. And as you can tell at the moment in so far in the video, we're testing so many different variations, and the reason being is because Facebook wants variation. And honestly guys, this can work incredibly well. This way you're going to find out what works the best, the fastest, and the most easiest, and that's the reason why we're doing it. So then we're going to want to be doing, like I said, we're going to narrow it down by engaged shoppers this time. Now engaged shoppers does make it a little bit more expensive, but it can sometimes actually work in your favor because you're making more money, because you're getting more sales, and it increases the price ever so slightly, so it actually outweighs it a little bit. So then you're going to want to make sure that you're doing auto placements, and you're going to want to make sure that you're doing the shop now button in the ad level. And again, in the ad level, the only thing you're changing is the ad name to creative 5, the thumbnail to thumbnail 5, and the headline to headline 5. So now let me jump into the ads manager and show you exactly how to structure this. So guys, you can see I'm inside of the ads manager, and I'm just going to show you exactly how to set up ad set 5 and ad 5. Now you're going to call the ad set name whatever the interest you use. So I'm using motherhood, and then you're going to want to call it expand interest top 5, and then you're going to want to make sure it's on purchase as the event. You're going to want to make sure the top 5 countries are still in there. You're going to want to make sure the age groups 21 to 65. Put your interest in there, as you can see, motherhood, and then click the expand interest box, and you can see it takes us up to 290 million. Yes, that is a lot of people, and it can sometimes work so well, because just think of it this way guys, if this becomes a winning ad set, think of the scalability potential. You can scale for months with this. And then you're going to want to make sure English all's in there, make sure the placements are auto placements again, and then that's the ad set done. And then in the ad level, go back into the ad level, change the ad name to creative 5, upload thumbnail 5, and change the headline to headline number 5. And that's literally how to do ad set 5 and ad 5. So guys, guess what? All you're doing for ad set 6 is you're just duplicating ad set 6, and you're just changing the interest. So duplicate ad set 6, change the interest, and that's that done. And then in the ad level, all you're going to be doing is you're just going to be changing the ad name to creative 6, changing the thumbnail to thumbnail 6, and the headline to thumbnail and the headline to headline number 6. So let me just quickly show you this again, but I think you're getting the idea. Every ad set you make, you're duplicating it, and you're making a very small change to it. So let me just quickly show you how to do ad set 6 and ad 6. So guys, you can see I'm in ad set 6, and ad set 6 is just, you're just going to change the ad set name to the next interest. So I'm calling it parenting expand interest top 5, so that's staying the exact same. So guys, that's the whole campaign done. That's the ultimate killer strategy for Facebook ads in 2020. Now let me talk a little bit about how to kill and scale. Now do bear in mind, if you're finding it a bit confusing or a little bit hard to follow along, just rewind the video or go on the Google Docs sheet and read off that as well. But trust me, once you've done the campaign a few times, you'll get used to it. It is a little bit different to what you're probably used to, but trust me, when you master it, it can be one of the most powerful things you'll ever know when it comes to Facebook. So let's talk about when to kill and scale. So if ad sets get no add to cart after 48 hours, then replace them with new ad sets with new interest. Now that only applies for ad sets with interest, because obviously in this strategy, I have told you to do no interest targeting for 2 ad sets. So if the 2 no interest targeting ad sets don't perform, then turn them off and don't replace them. Just keep them turned off and don't replace them. Just basically just don't do anything. It's hard to explain it without confusing you. Just don't do anything. The reason why you do that is because no interest targeting can sometimes completely flop, and the reason is because the pixel's not got enough data, and Facebook's struggling to find those people that will buy. So if that's the case, then wait till you've got 30 sales on the pixel, and then as soon as you've got 30 sales on the pixel, try no interest targeting again, and then that should help with the no interest targeting, because Facebook's got the data on the pixel then to work it out a little bit better. But try it without any sales, and then like I said, try it again if you don't get any sales, 30 sales after. So like I said, it's a little bit complicated, but just like I said, rewind the video and it will all make sense after you've listened to it a few times. Ad sets get no sales after 72 hours, then replace them with new ad sets with new interest. Again, this only applies for ad sets with interest. Again, if it hasn't got an interest and you're doing those 2 no interest targeting ad sets, just turn them off and don't do them till you've got 30 sales again, because that way they'll perform a lot better. If ad sets get no sales but have 6 add to carts in the campaign, total test another 5 ad sets with no add to carts, test new product. So basically, if you get 6 add to carts in the campaign but you get no sales, you can test another 5 or 6 ad sets. If you get no add to carts after 3 days, then you need to test a new product. That's what that basically means. If ad sets get sales, then keep them running for another 48 hours. After 4 days of the campaign running, if the campaign level ROAS is 2.5, increase the campaign daily budget by $50. Ad sets that are performing well for 4 days, make a new CBO campaign and break the ad set down by age, country, placement, and gender. The second CBO campaign should have a successful ad sets that are broken down every 4 days with CBO. If the campaign ROAS is 2.5, increase the budget by $50 again. Now repeat this process with retargeting or lookalike audiences. So that's it for today's video, guys. If you struggle to understand the process, it might be worth booking a consultation call for me to help you out with the process. If not, and you want to scale and you don't know how to scale, then also book a consultation call.